Godou Kusanagi was an ugly single loser who lived in a world where rogue gods often fought each other on Earth and left great destruction in their wake. Only people with magic could see them, and the normies thought that the destruction was because of natural disasters. Godou's life changes one day when he gets involved in a battle with the god of war, who has decided to unalive Godou forever, forcing him to find an ancient magic item as he wonders whether this will be enough to destroy the god of war and destruction. After the old man's death, Godou goes to return an antique-looking stone tablet to his grandpa's old flame in Italy. As he is asking around people for the address of the woman, a stunning blonde suddenly comes there and points a knife at him. She introduces herself as Erica, a knight of the Copper Black Cross, and tells Godou to hand over the magic tablet to him. He thinks that he is being mugged, but before Erica can clarify things, a deafening roar echoes through the city and puts a Snapchat filter over it. Suddenly, a gigantic flaming boar emerges from the ground, and Erica tells Godou that it is a rogue god's avatar and tells him to run to safety. She dashes towards the giant boar, taking the help of her maid Ariana and her magic boots to reach the top of a building. She then uses magic to change her dress and then draws out her magic sword to fight against the boar. Erica shoots a powerful magic beam at the boar, but it blocks it with its barrier and starts moving towards her. Meanwhile, Godou tries to find her but trips on the rubble. As he gets up, he sees a strange boy holding the stone tablet. Godou asks who he is, and the boy introduces himself as Victor, who has a strange fetish of getting spanked by someone stronger than him. He claims to have defeated everyone he has ever fought, so he summoned the king of old gods to fight him. And Godou wonders how much crack this guy has done. He asks Victor to return his grandfather's tablet first, and the boy suddenly starts laughing. He says that he sees some potential in Godou and tells him that he will let him have the tablet. Godou takes it back from him, and then suddenly, a white horse appears behind him. Just then the horse and the tablet shine brightly, and when the light decreases, Victor is gone. On the other hand, the boar pushes Erica off the edge of a building, but luckily, Godou manages to catch her. Suddenly, the boar gets surrounded by a tornado and vanishes, returning the city to normal, apart from the damage. After that, Erica tells Godou that what he just saw was an avatar of a rogue god. She further explains that rogue gods are those who have come out of their dimension to Earth, and their mere presence causes great disasters. Only those with magic know this reality, and the Muggles all think that it is just some unexplainable natural disaster. She then asks Godou how he can not know about this despite having the magical tablet, and he says that it isn't even his. He says that his grandpa told him to return it to a woman named Zora, and Erica is shocked to hear that, because Zora is a great witch. Now she wants to escort Godou to Zora's home and give him a ride in her car, but she still treats him like a pest. As soon as they reach Zora's mansion, a talking black cat comes there and asks the uninvited visitors to introduce themselves. However, just as she hears the name of Godou's grandpa, she lets them in. The cat was actually the familiar of the witch Zora, who is a mommy whom I would totally let dominate me. She looks at the tablet of Prometheus, which is a very powerful ancient artifact, and notices that it is holding some magic inside it. She asks Godou if he ran into someone else on the way here, and he tells her about Victor. The witch lets him have the tablet, because Victor is a god, and if he wants Godou to have it, she gets no choice in the matter. Later that night, Erica gets totally hammered, and Godou takes her to a bedroom. She mistakes him for Ariana and asks him to help her undress her, and since Godou is a total creep, he does that. However, he chickens out when he sees her lying defenseless in the bed and tries to leave, but finds that the door is locked. He freaks out, not knowing that Zora locked the door on purpose so that Godou can lose his V-card. The next day, as Erica wakes up, the first thing she does is beat the shit out of Godou. She is about to hit him even more when suddenly it starts raining. Erica rushes outside to see a giant god walking past them. She tries to stop the god, but he tells her that he is getting late for a fight with another god. He rushes ahead, and Erica decides to follow him and stop the battle between the gods at all costs. Godou decides to tag along, and inside the car, he looks at the tablet and remembers what Zora told him last night. Prometheus was a titan from Greek mythology who tricked the gods and stole fire and knowledge from them to give to humans. The tablet of Prometheus works similarly and has the power to steal a god's abilities and give them to a human. Zora could tell that it already contains the power of the white horse that belongs to Victor, who wants Godou to use it to beat him. Soon, they reach the location, where the old god stands in front of Victor. Godou has learned from Zora that Victor is actually the ancient Persian god of war, who has 10 avatars that have different powers. Meanwhile, Victor collects all his avatars and gets ready to fight the old god when Erica comes there and requests the gods to stop. She tells them that if they fight, the humans will suffer. But the gods tell her to buzz off because they only care about which one of them is stronger. Victor attacks her with thunderbolts, and Erica loses her shield because of it. Before she can get Pikachu'd by the next attack, Godou saves her and then rushes to the old god, asking if he wants to team up with him to defeat Victor. The old god laughs at his audacity and accepts his deal. Victor is also looking forward to it and attacks Godou with a thunderbolt, but the old god creates a divine barrier around him. In response, Victor summons a golden sword that can pierce through the barrier. Godou is shocked, and Erica tells him that Victor's golden sword can cut through gods and their abilities. She asks him to run away, but he decides to stay back and use the tablet of Prometheus. Erica warns him that using the tablet will kill him, but Godou is firm in his decision. Moved by his manliness, Erica gives him a kiss for good luck. Just as Victor shatters the barrier, Godou shoots out the power of the fire horse towards him. Victor takes some damage, but that is not enough to defeat him. However, Godou's plan was not to defeat him with the previous attack, but to steal his golden sword. But the problem is that he doesn't know how to use it and asks Erica what he should do. She blushes a little and then suddenly kisses him, activating the magic power of the sword. A bright light turns the land around them golden, and thousands of gold swords emerge out of it. They all point towards Victor, and then one of them pierces his chest. With that, Godou becomes a godslayer and a king of humans who will save them from the chaos caused by the rogue gods. After a week of testing his new abilities and fighting against some other godslayers, Godou returns home. One morning, he wakes up and immediately starts getting ready for school, deciding to forget about being a godslayer. However, that is not going to be easy, as Erica has followed him all the way here, and she is lying in his bed without any clothes. Godou freaks out on seeing her because she was not there when he went to sleep and asks her to put some clothes on. After that, they go downstairs, where Godou's sister Shizu interrogates him about the girl who randomly appeared in his bed this morning. She doesn't believe Godou's story that Erica didn't like him at first, but now she is literally throwing herself at him, and he didn't even know that she followed him here. Erica asks Godou not to say things like that because they have shared a room back in Zora's house and even French kissed each other. Shizu gets even more suspicious now, but Godou doesn't tell her that they kissed to defeat a god because he is sure that she won't believe that. Anyway, Shizu doesn't like that her loser brother suddenly has a hot girlfriend, and she tells him that if he gets her pregnant, she will kick both of them out of the house. Later, Godou goes to school, where he is depressed about the incidents this morning. His friend tells him about a beautiful transfer student from Italy, but most of Godou's brain cells are on a vacation, so he doesn't realize right away that the transfer student is Erica. When he realizes it, it is already too late, and Erica has arrived in the class. She introduces herself as Godou's waifu and then kisses him in front of everyone. She even uses magic at the girl sitting next to him so that she will leave her seat and allow her to sit there. Godou's friends in the bitchless gang are not happy that he betrayed them and got a girlfriend. Godou tries telling them that it is all a misunderstanding, but Erica tells him not to be shy and tell everyone that they spent a night together. Godou freaks out at this and runs outside, grabbing her hand. However, he was more blind than Stevie Wonder and Helen Keller combined in that moment, and instead of Erica, he dragged a girl named Maria outside. Godou immediately leaves her hand and apologizes to her on their way home, but then Maria starts apologizing to him for no reason. Godou wonders what this girl is on when suddenly, a man named Amakasu comes there. He introduces himself as a member of the magic department of Japan and leads him to a shrine, where Maria works as a shrine maiden. Godou finally gets that he didn't grab Maria's hand earlier, and she grabbed it instead. Amakasu confirms that and apologizes, saying that it was the only way for them to talk to the new Godslayer in private. Godou asks why he wanted to meet him, and the man tells him some crucial information about Erica and her night order. When Godou returns home after that, he gets his head bonked by Shizu for assaulting Maria earlier. She tells him to stay away from other girls when he already has Erica, and Godou gets a bit depressed on hearing her name. He goes to his room, thinking about what Amakasu told him. Erica was famously called the Red Devil in Italy because her womanly charms were able to seduce any man in an instant, but she was a prude who never let anyone even touch her. That is why Amakasu thought that the way she was clinging to Godou was suspicious, and he thought that she might be trying to seduce him to join her cult. As Godou is lost in his thoughts, he hears Erica's voice coming from his side and finds her on his bed. He asks what the hell is she doing here, and she tells him that as lovers, they have got to spend some time together. Godou is irritated now and tells her to clearly reveal what her goals are because he doesn't believe that someone like her will fall for him. Erica understands his doubts and tells him to spend one day with her so that she can prove her true intentions. For spending one day together, she takes him back to Italy. Erica goes to a meeting and even the maid Ariana runs off on an errand, leaving Godou alone. Suddenly, time freezes, and a lowly schoolgirl appears behind him. He freaks out on seeing her and then asks if she is a god. And the girl does not affirm, she simply tells him that she wants his snake. But Godou tells her that he is afraid of the FBI. He tells her that whatever she wants, he doesn't want to fight her. So the girl decides to leave for now. But she tells Godou that he was lying about not wanting to fight because someone who doesn't enjoy fighting can't become a god slayer. She sends some owls at him and then disappears while he is distracted. Just then, Erica comes there with some high-ranking officers from the Italian magic department and says that they want to see how strong he is. She suddenly summons her magic sword and attacks Godou, who is confused by her actions. He dodges her attacks and tries to trip her. So Erica gets away from him. Godou asks her what the hell is she doing, and she replies that this is the only way for her to test his strength. She then uses special magic and summons a steel lion to attack Godou. In response, he draws the immense power of the bull and yeets the lion away. Erica then changes the lion into laser beams that target Godou, and he uses the agility of the phoenix to quickly dodge the lasers. The magic department officers are impressed, and Erica tells them that there are conditions to use Godou's different abilities, and he can only use them once per day. She then decides to push him some more and casts a powerful magic spell that he can't dodge. However, Godou was ready for that, and he summons the giant boar, who can trample through anything, and sends it towards Erica. She flies away, but the boar demolishes the iconic Colosseum. Erica gets down and Godou pounces on her from within the dust cloud and pins her down. Erica accepts her defeat, and the officers also see why she is so interested in him. They decide to place their bets on him for the night of prophecy that is going to arrive soon and start clapping for him. Godou wonders what the hell is happening, and then Erica starts flirting with him, causing him to back away. He stops her from getting close and asks her to reveal her true feelings. Erica finally tells him that everything she did was her own decision, and she didn't get close to him because he is a god slayer or because someone ordered her to. She declares that her pride would never allow her to sucking up to a random man to use him. And she truly loves Godou. He still can't digest it, and Erica tells him that one day he will understand everything. With that, she summons a medal with the face of a woman with snake hair and gives it to him. Soon after that, they return to Japan to continue their regular school life. As always, Erica is super popular among both boys and girls, but everyone hates Godou because they think that he is not worthy of her. Erica tells him not to worry about the haters, because even if the entire world hates him, he will be happy with her by his side. Godou is overwhelmed by her bullshit, so he goes outside to get some fresh air, and on the way, he runs into Maria, who asks him to meet her after school today. Godou goes to meet her on the rooftop, and she tells him that Amakasu told her that Godou has brought the Gorgon to Japan, but he doesn't even know what that is. Maria explains that it is a divine artifact that can plunge the entire world into despair and destruction. And Godou tells her that he has not seen any artifact ever since his grandpa's stone tablet. However, as Maria begins describing the medal with the snake-haired lady, Godou remembers the medal that Erica gave him. He hands it directly to Maria, who freaks out on seeing it. Godou tells her not to overreact because it is just a stone medal, and she lashes at him, telling him that he is one of the kings of humanity now, and his carelessness can destroy the entire world. After that, she brings him to the shrine, where she tells him about a prophecy made by an ancient saintess. According to the prophecy, when a rogue god regains its true form with a giant snake by her side, the world will be covered by a starless night and will be drawn closer towards hell. Maria says that the Gorgon is just an avatar of a powerful and vengeful goddess, and once it returns to its full power, the world will be doomed, with Japan at the tragedy's center. Godou says they can just destroy the medal, but she tells him that it is not possible, and even sealing the medal will take far too long for them. Just then, Erica arrives there and confirms what Maria just said. Maria asks her what she is doing here because this is her turf, and Erica replies that she gave the medal and all the responsibility that comes with it to the new king, Godou. She says that if the prophecy is true, only a godslayer can stand against the rogue god, and she trusts Godou to be that person. After that, Erica asks Maria to use her sixth sense to find out more about the medal and the god in question. Maria reluctantly uses her powers to divine the location of the silver-haired lowly that Godou met in Italy. She says that the lowly is actually goddess Athena, who is a rogue right now. However, Athena also finds her looking at her and stops Maria's divination. Erica realizes that they are in big trouble if they can't stop Athena in time, so she starts searching for her through the city. Athena finds them first and freezes time to talk to Godou. She says she will fight him for Gorgon, and Godou says that he has no reason to fight against her. She replies that the snake metal belongs to her, and anyone who takes it away is her enemy. Athena attacks Godou with her dark powers, but Erica blocks her attack with her magic sword. Athena soon realizes that Godou is not going to be an easy opponent to face because of Erica's support, so she seals her in a barrier and then teleports to Godou. She quickly moves around, confusing him, and then suddenly appears in front of him. She tells him that even though he is a god killer, he is a good man, and she hates to do it to him. With that, she gives him a sloppy kiss, and Godou suddenly starts feeling weak in his knees. He falls to the ground, and Athena says that he is as good as dead now because her deathly power has infiltrated deep inside his body. She is about to destroy his body before he can use Victor's power. But the enraged Erica shatters the barrier just then and transforms her sword into a spear. She charges at Athena and manages to deal a cut to her hand. Athena is impressed and tells Erica that if she leaves Godou and becomes her servant, she will care for her well. Erica refuses and charges at her, but that was just a feint to distract Athena. She attacks the lowly goddess from behind, who shatters her spear with her divine power. That was also a part of Erica's plans, and she uses the bits of her spear to create a prison to stop her while she carries Godou to safety. Soon, Godou returns to life because of the power of the ram inside him and finds himself in Erica's arms. He asks her about Athena and the metal, and she tells him that Maria is trying to seal the metal as they speak. Godou gets up and says that they must stop Athena, but he is not strong enough to do that yet. Also, if he wants to use the golden sword against her, he needs to know enough about her, and Erica tells him that telling everything to him normally will take days. However, there is a faster way to transfer data, which is through an exchange of bodily fluids. Erica kisses Godou and transfers the information about Greek mythology. The Gorgon is based on Medusa, who was a snake-haired woman that could turn anyone who stared into her eyes into stone. After Medusa was defeated and her head was presented to Athena, she turned it into her shield and carried it everywhere. While they are in the middle of this joyful data transfer, Godou notices the sky turning black and realizes that Athena has already started to make her move. On the other hand, Maria is running away from Athena when a female knight called Lily stops her and asks her to hand the Gorgon to her. Maria refuses, saying that she is going to seal it while Godou is distracting Athena. But Lily tells her that her seal will be completely useless to a god. She is about to use force to steal the metal from her, but Amaterasu comes there at the last moment to rescue Maria and traps Lily inside a barrier. They are stuck in the traffic when the darkness caused by Athena reaches them. Amaterasu thinks this is the starless night mentioned in the prophecy, and Maria gets nervous thinking about it. Not far away from them, Athena uses her powers to summon an army of owls to search for Gorgon. Godou and Erica are also searching for Maria and the metal now, with Ariana driving through the streets like she has just come back from shooting the new Fast and Furious movie. Suddenly, some owls start flying next to their car, and Erica tells Godou that they are Athena's minions. He asks her how owls are related to the goddess of wisdom, and Erica tells him that the only way to learn the lore quickly is through a kiss. Unfortunately, Maria calls him just then, interrupting them. She has reached a shrine where she plans to seal Gorgon, but she believes that Athena will find them before it. Despite that, she is not going to give up, and Godou tells her that if Athena finds her, he wants her to scream his name as loudly as she can, and he will immediately come to help her. Soon, Godou and Erica ditch the car after Ariana crashes it, and start running towards the shrine. Godou says that since he got Maria involved in this matter, it is his responsibility to save her. Erica agrees and says that Maria is a nice girl, so she will allow him to keep her as his side chick. Godou wonders if Erica has any two-way action fantasies, but then suddenly, his thoughts are disturbed by Athena's purple lightning coming from the shrine. Athena has reached Maria and demands she hand over the metal. Maria tries to stop her with a barrier, but Athena easily shatters it and blows her away. Suddenly, someone comes to help her, but it is not Godou. It is the female knight Lily who blocks Athena's attacks as she tells Maria to give the metal to her. She can't do anything and gets blown away too. And then finally, Athena gets the metal in her hands. She activates its powers and suddenly goes through a growth spurt, returning to her normal form. Maria trembles in fear, but then remembers that Godou asked her to believe in him and call his name. She yells out his name right before she collapses, and then suddenly, Godou appears next to her and catches her. Erica is also with him, and she recognizes Lily, who runs away on seeing her. Athena is not surprised to see Godou because she knew that he would revive if given time. Suddenly, Maria starts coughing, and Athena says that it is because she breathed the dark wind when she transformed into her real self. Erica realizes that it was the same thing that killed Godou earlier, and the only way to undo it is to use his powers. Godou summons the golden sword and disperses the poison from Maria before telling Athena that he has no intention to fight her, so she should leave peacefully. She laughs, saying that she just got her powers back, so she just wants to play around a bit. Godou gets furious because humans suffer when gods play. He tells Erica to take Maria away while he stays behind to clap Athena's cheeks. Erica gives him a good luck kiss and transfers all the remaining knowledge she has about Athena to him. As Godou's mind is filled with knowledge, his power greatly increases and he summons thousands of golden swords. Athena attacks him with a rain of dark bolts, but Godou blocks them all. He begins running away, so Athena summons a giant snake to stop him. However, Godou was just trying to get a reaction from her. He uses the golden swords to attack the snakes and turns them into stone. Athena is forced back on the ground, but she summons her bow and shoots a dark arrow at Godou, who easily slashes through it. He then begins reciting Athena's true story about how she was the goddess of earth, wisdom, and death. She was the queen of gods, but the male gods had fragile egos, so they started a rebellion to throw her down. As a result, Zeus became the new king, and Athena's powers were gradually reduced till she became nothing more than a pretty and intelligent woman. Infuriated that her shameful history has been revealed, Athena uses her power to turn everything to stone, including Godou, but he counters with the sword's power and establishes his superiority. He attacks her with hundreds of golden swords that pierce her divine barrier and then slashes it with his full strength to shatter it. However, he has used up the full power of the golden sword now, and he can no longer use it. Athena knows it too, and she knows that Godou is using the power of Victor, the ancient Persian war god. She attacks Godou and pushes him back, saying that Victor is the best friend of the Persian sun god, so he should be able to use his power to drive away her powers of darkness as well, and she plans to defeat him before he can do that. She slashes Godou with her scythe, and he decides that it is time for him to execute the second stage of his plan. He summons the power of the Horse of Fire, which is actually a gift from the sun god to his friend Victor. The dark clouds part as the fire horse charges towards Athena from the sky, and she transforms her scythe into her impenetrable shield to block it. She believes that if she can just endure the fire horse, she will win, but Godou tells her that she has been underestimating him all this time. Suddenly, Erica throws her magic spear towards him, and Godou throws it at Athena, piercing her. As she becomes weak because of the wound, the fire attack destroys her shield. After a giant explosion, Athena has lost her power and turned into a lowly again. She asks Godou to finish her, but he tells her to leave this country and never come here again. Athena is surprised that he is sparing her life, but she accepts his mercy and vanishes. Erica also comes there just then, and she is not happy that Godou let the goddess go. She was thinking that he would kill her and absorb her abilities, making him much stronger than other god slayers. A few days later, Maria has a dream where she sees another god slayer planning something sinister with Lily's help, and then she wakes up with a cold sweat and a feeling that she was seen by the menacing man. Later, she prepares breakfast for herself, but her little sister sneaks in and says that Godou will like it too. She has heard from Amakasu that Maria is getting closer to Godou, and she gives him a couple of ideas that will make him fall for her instantly. Maria turns red from embarrassment because the things her sister told her belong to the premium section of the hub. But then she really starts dreaming about a future where she is together with Godou. So she packs lunch for him too and enters the school with hopes of getting closer to him. But those hopes receive a blow as she sees Erica giving Godou a lap dance in front of the entire class. Maria angrily confronts them, saying that they should not do such an indecent thing in public. But Erica tells her that she belongs to Godou, so there is nothing indecent about showing her love to him. Later, they have a baseball match, where Erica is the star pitcher from her team, while Godou is just slacking around outside. Maria approaches him to talk about some things and learns that Godou trusts Erica a lot. She feels jealous about it, and as they start having fun talking to each other, Erica comes there. She asks Godou to catch a few balls for him because she plans to throw them even harder now, but he coldly refuses and says that her tricks will not work on her. Maria is confused and asks what is happening, so Godou tells her that he used to be a star catcher in middle school, but then he broke his shoulder and left the game. It healed perfectly when he became a godslayer, but now he doesn't want to use that power for baseball. Maria is impressed by his character, but then Erica challenges her to a match out of nowhere. She says that while she will always be with Godou on the front lines, Maria is a useless priestess who will always have to stay far behind them. Maria falls for her words like the apple fell on Newton's head and takes up her challenge to prove that priestesses are not useless. Erica is happy with that, and she tells Godou to be the catcher for her, and he is so caught up in things that he can't refuse. Erica tells Maria that she will pitch 3 balls, and if she manages to hit even one, she will win. Godou is worried for Maria because she is not an athletic person at all, but thanks to her sixth sense as a priestess, she can predict the ball Erica is going to throw. Godou tells her to swing the bat as fast as she can, but turns out that Maria's physical health is worse than my mental health. She swings slow and misses 2 shots, and that causes her to pant and gasp for breath. Godou wants her to win, so he asks her to swing on his signal. He precisely calculates Erica's swing and gives Maria the signal, and she hits something this time. However, when she opens her eyes, her joy turns into horror as she finds that her bat hit Godou's head and Erica's throw hit his future generations. Godou recovers soon, and the 3 of them go to the rooftop to have lunch together. Maria takes out her massive lunchbox and shares food with her friends. Godou likes the food, and Erica teases Maria that she is trying to seduce Godou through food. Maria gets flustered and says that it is nothing like that, and her only role as a priestess is to guide Godou on the correct path. Speaking of guidance, Erica asks Maria if she has a cell phone. She replies that she doesn't have one because she can't handle technology well. And Erica asks if she is living in the Stone Age of something. She tells her to go to the market with Godou later today to buy a new phone. Maria replies that she doesn't need it, but Erica manages to convince her that she can use it to communicate instantly with them and also call Godou daily to give him some guidance. Maria is tempted by the offer to call Godou daily, but then she gets too embarrassed and runs away. Godou asks Erica to stop messing with the poor girl, and she says that Maria's sixth sense ability will be helpful to him. That is why she wants him to seduce her. However, she makes it clear that she will only allow her to keep one side chick and won't permit him if he tries to get close to another girl. Later, Godou takes Maria to a store to buy a new cell phone, and she has absolutely no clue how to behave there. When the woman working at the store tells her about the latest model with camera and internet, Maria freaks out because she hasn't heard the name of half of those things. She hides behind Godou, who asks the lady to let them take some time. Maria then tells Godou to buy her the phone with the easiest controls and least amount of confusing features, and that turns out to be the same model he is using. Maria asks him to buy the same one for her so that he can teach her how to use it. Godou agrees and goes to buy the phone, but Maria feels like someone has been stalking them. Later that evening, Godou teaches her how to use the phone, and Maria acts like it is a bomb that can explode at any moment. After 2 hours of explaining, Maria is able to save Godou's contact in her phone, and she is super excited as she calls him for the first time. Godou then heads home, when suddenly, the old landline starts ringing. He picks up the phone and hears the voice of a guy he doesn't want to talk to. He immediately puts the phone down, but then the same guy calls him on his personal cell and asks how he can ignore his best friend. Godou lashes out at the guy named Doni, who is a fellow godslayer like him, whom he fought against previously to determine his strength. He first asks how he got this number, and then reminds him that they are not friends. He calls Doni childish for going all out in their past duel, when it was just a friendly match. But Doni says that he is his forever rival now. He then begins telling Godou about Vauban, another one of the 7 Godslayers, who has some dark powers like commanding wolves and zombies. And right now, he is in Japan. Godou asks how that concerns him, and Doni tells him to go and pick a fight with that guy. Godou immediately ends the call, and then starts thinking that another Godslayer being here is a bad thing. He decides to call Maria and Erica to inform them about it. Meanwhile, Maria is taking a bath when Lily suddenly arrives in her bathroom and knocks her out. When Maria opens her eyes, she finds herself in front of Vauban, who is Lily's master. Maria is terrified to see the scary old man, who tells her that he is bored of this world and seeks to fight against strong opponents. He was eyeing to fight Athena, but someone beat him to the punch. However, he has now decided to keep Maria as a slave because he knows that she has some special powers that can keep him entertained. The truth is that 4 years ago, Maria performed a special ceremony to summon a rogue god, and Vauban wants her to do it again. She refuses, saying that her job as a priestess is to keep the country safe, and she will not invite a walking disaster here. She declares that she will off herself instead, but Vauban laughs, saying that it will be pointless. He summons his zombie soldiers and tells Maria that he can control the dead and use their abilities sometimes. so he will just have to find out if she can serve him after death. Suddenly, Maria's sixth sense activates, and she sees the Egyptian god of the afterlife, Osiris, from whom Vauban stole the power. The old man is impressed by her abilities and decides to keep her alive for a bit longer. Meanwhile, Godou is at the shrine with Erica, where Amaterasu tells him that Maria has been kidnapped by Vauban, who is one of the 3 oldest godslayers. Godou wonders why Vauban would kidnap Maria, and Amaterasu says that there is a long story behind it. He requests Godou to save the girl, and he immediately agrees, with Erica saying that she will come along too. They go to Vauban's hideout, who learns about their arrival and sends his zombie soldiers to face them. Godou and Erica easily defeat the zombies, but then they come face to face with a zombie witch who summons a golem. Erica fights against it and destroys it by changing the words on its head. Meanwhile, Maria is sent to another room, where Lily brings her tea. Despite the fact that the knight just kidnapped her, Maria treats her like an old friend as she recalls the first time they met 4 years ago. Lily is thrown off by her friendly act, so she decides to tell the girl that Godou is here, probably to fight Vauban because god slayers revel in fighting. Maria says that Godou is not like the others, but Lily doesn't believe her and tells her to take a shower because she needs to do the summoning ritual soon. On the other hand, Erica keeps on fighting against the zombie soldiers alone, because she wants Godou to save all his abilities to fight against Vauban. They soon reach his door, which opens automatically to reveal Vauban sitting on his throne, surrounded by his tamed wolves. Vauban asks Godou to introduce himself and then asks what he is here for. Godou asks him to return his friend to him, and the old man laughs, saying that Maria has been his property since 4 years ago, and if he wants her, he should pay him with something equal in value. Godou is furious, but Erica holds his hand and tells him to follow the suggestion of his close friend Dolly. Vauban is intrigued now, and Erica introduces herself as Godou's knight before saying Dolly became close friends with Godou after they fought to a draw. Just this evening, he called Godou to tell him that Vauban is here and asked him to kick the old man's to remind him that he is a fossil and should simply lie in a coffin where he belongs. Godou panics because Erica is making things even worse for him, and she succeeds in getting Vauban interested. He knows that Godou was the one who defeated Athena, whom he wanted to hunt himself. And on top of that, the god Maria summoned 4 years ago for him to fight was stolen by Dolly. That is why Vauban decides to challenge Godou to a fair game to remind him that his age has only made him better. He summons Maria and Lily to the room and tells Godou that they are going to play the good old hide and seek. Vauban gives Godou 30 minutes of prep time to take Maria with him and hide her somewhere he can't find her till dawn. They get into Erica's car, where Godou says that there could have been better ways to do this. Erica disagrees, saying that Vauban is a hedonist who will stop at nothing for his pleasure, and if he wants him to listen to him, he needs to beat him first. Godou asks her if she has any information about Vauban and the gods he defeated, but she says that he is older than their intelligence organizations. Suddenly, Maria asks them to leave without her. She says that Vauban just wants her help with a ritual, and when she is done, no one will be harmed. Erica tells her to stop lying because she knows that 4 years ago, when Maria helped perform the ritual, 30 people were sacrificed, and she somehow survived. She believes that the result may be different this time, and they are not going to let her sacrifice herself. Just then, the alarm rings to inform them that 30 minutes have passed and Vauban's wolves are already next to them. Ariana hits full throttle, while Maria tries to convince Godou to leave her behind. He refuses, saying that she is his friend and he won't abandon her. He returns her cell phone, and Maria decides to agree to him after all. The wolves keep up with the car at full speed as well, so Erica asks Ariana to drop them in an open space. She drops them at their school, where the wolves surround them. Erica stops Godou from using his abilities and instead creates shadow clones of her magic sword to hunt down all the wolves instantly. Just then, Vauban appears from within a gust of wind and tells Godou that they should fight as fellow kings now. He summons an army of zombie soldiers who used to be great warriors when they were alive. Erica can't deal with them, so Godou decides to use the power of the horse to wipe them all out. He summons the fire horse from the skies that burns the zombie knights. But then Vauban transforms into a werewolf and eats the attack. Godou is shocked now, and as the remaining zombies attack him, Erica decides to face them alone. Godou wonders which power to use next, but then he realizes that his goal is to keep Maria safe, so he uses the power of the Phoenix to run away from the place at super speed. And Erica follows him using her magic boots. She reaches a high building where she faces off against Lily, who has been an old rival for her. They face off against each other, with Erica taunting Lily to make her lose her calmness. But that turns against her as Lily uses her power to fly and pushes her back. At the same time, Godou reaches the same building as well, but his heart starts to ache because of using the power of the phoenix for too long. Maria uses her healing magic on him, but it doesn't work. And Godou explains that direct magic doesn't work on God-slayers, and it has to be directly fed into their bodies. Maria realizes that all the time she saw Erica kissing Godou, she was transferring magic. She cannot bring herself to do that, so she decides to massage Godou so that he feels better. They are starting to enjoy it when Godou asks Maria if she knows anything about the wolf form of Vauban. She has no idea about it. But then her sixth sense tells her about the god that could even swallow the sun. Just as she is about to reveal the name, Amakasu comes there to tell them that Erica is in trouble. Lily has driven her into a corner, and Erica asks her why she is even serving a tyrant like Vauban. Lily tells her to mind her own business because she will do her duty as Vauban's knight. But just then, Maria and Godou come there. Maria asks Lily to stop and says that they suffered together because of Vauban 4 years ago, and she should break the cycle and come to Godou. Lily is taken aback but declares that she will never change her loyalty. Just then, a billboard flies towards Maria, and Lily protects her from it. She decides to focus on Erica again after that. But Erica suddenly talks about a book in the drawer of her bedroom. Lily stops in her tracks as Erica begins to recite some cheesy lines from the book that apparently Lily wrote. She asks Erica how she can know her secret, and she tells her that if she agrees to stop fighting and join their side, she will forget all about it. The embarrassed Lily has no choice but to accept the deal, and Godou is glad that they have one less enemy to worry about now. He leads his group to face Vauban again, who is shocked to see Lily on his enemy's side. She declares that she resigns from her post, and then Godou declares that he won't let Vauban harm any of his friends. The old man takes up his challenge and transforms into a werewolf again. To fight him, Godou kisses Erica and downloads all the information there is about him. He summons his golden sword and establishes his domain, shocking Vauban. Godou declares that the wolf who ate the sun is not a god of darkness, but of light instead. The true identity of the god Vauban slayed to achieve this power is Apollo, the Greek sun god himself, who somehow has the power to create wolves into his underlings. Though it sounds like random bullshit, it is apparently true because Godou's power increases and thousands of golden blades are created to fight against Vauban. Godou shoots them at him and injures him all over. In a desperate attempt, Vauban spawns many wolves, but they are all slashed down. Godou then charges at him with the swords, turning into a tornado around him. The attack hits Vauban and destroys his werewolf powers, but the old man is still unharmed. He summons his zombie soldiers and asks Godou if his power will work against the abilities he doesn't know about. He attacks Godou, but Erica and Lily come to save him and begin fighting against the zombies. Meanwhile, Maria feels useless because she can't help Godou. When suddenly her sixth sense shows her a similarity between Apollo and Osiris. She tells Godou to reform his sword to destroy the second ability of Vauban, but he fails to do it. Maria thinks that she failed, but Erica tells her that Godou only needs more information about Osiris to be able to reshape his sword. Maria asks how she can give it to him, and she winks in response, which Maria understands immediately. She decides to sacrifice her purity as a priestess and kiss Godou to save everyone. She rushes to his side and kisses him, giving him the entire knowledge about Osiris, who was the god of agriculture before becoming the god of the underworld. Using this knowledge, Godou reshapes his sword and extends his domain once again. He sends a storm of swords towards Vauban and his zombie knights, wiping them out in an instant. Everyone rejoices that they won, but Godou realizes that the battle is not over yet. Suddenly, a gust of wind blows him away as Vauban reveals another one of his powers that is manipulating the weather. He whips up a thunderstorm and shoots destructive lightning at Godou, who can barely dodge it. The girls want to help him, but Vauban stops them, saying that it is a battle between two god-slayers. He manages to disarm Godou and tells him that he has potential, but he has got a lot to learn. Godou is on the edge now, when suddenly he begins to hear the voices of the avatars within himself. He begins chanting a spell, but Vauban hits him with a thunderbolt midway. Surprisingly, Godou is not hurt because he used the power of the goat to command lightning himself. He shoots a lightning bolt at Vauban, who easily deflects it. And now Godou has lost almost all his power. The old man decides to finish him, but then his girls give him their power, and Godou blocks Vauban's attack with it. Suddenly, he gets a surge of power from the zombie soldiers under Vauban, who want Godou to avenge them by defeating the tyrant who trapped their souls in this world. Using their power, Godou launches a powerful thunderbolt that obliterates Vauban, or so he thought. The old man is still unharmed after the attack that left a giant crater on the ground, and he tells Godou that it is time for round 3. Godou is ready to fight him too, But Maria steps up and tells the old man that it is enough. Suddenly, the sun rises, and Godou's team wins the challenge to keep Maria safe till daybreak. Vauban begrudgingly accepts his defeat and vanishes, telling Godou that he will defeat him next time. The dead soldiers also vanish, thanking Godou, and then Maria collapses into his arms. He is worried, but Lily tells him that it is not a problem because the goat channeled the power and life force of others to Godou, and Maria suffered because she has no stamina. Godou is relieved that she is fine, and then suddenly, Erica begins to act weak. Godou rushes to her side to find that she was just acting to lure him, and then starts kissing him, making Maria and Lily jealous.
Take you